know I can claim the dreamer from the dream. Make it feel everything you've never even seen. Yeah, it's been a long, a long, a long, a long, a long, long. You were my favorite for a long time. Stitch and fall, the faces rearranged. You will see beauty
turn before you gained all that weight. He won't be around much longer. He's getting old for his age. I almost missed my first hand job. Was 10 minutes late. Our home team missed by a landslide, but I made out great. I mean, damn, much better than my right hand. But what happened? Yeah, I say wait. Back then I thought she had some big plans. She ain't get accepted where the teacher recommended. She's still making coffee at the age of 37. I know it's a small town, but the mall now looks small now. I guess the lesson is never let your guard down. Banks put up the buildings and your parents built the fences. Please don't stay behind them in your mid-20s. You way more special than what that neighborhood is giving. You way more special, bitch, you way more special.
The way it's going, I'ma make a living shoveling asphalt.
But it's not my fault, it's my dad's fault.
He works on production lines, got lines on his face. He hasn't been around that long, he's just old for his age. And you remind me of time to turn before you gained all that weight. He won't be around much longer, he's getting old for his age. Hollywood. You should be down in 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 Hollywood.
sun for so long, I'd forgotten how much it hurt too. The show ain't over. They'll keep on going. They'll keep on laughing. And fucking around, round, 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 off into the distance. Those two brothers, those two lovers, and the smooth carpet I haven't looked in the sun, I haven't looked in the sun for so long. I'd forgotten how much I haven't looked in the sun, I haven't looked in the sun for so long. I'd forgotten they just want to be one. Walk off into the sun. They're not kissing, and they're not fucking. They're just having fun, 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 fun. This is the end of the song, and it is just a song. This is a version of me and you that can exist outside of everything else. And if it is just a fantasy, then anything can happen from here. The contract is up. The names have been changed. So pour one out, whoever you are. These are only lyrics now. When I come back, you'll still be here. When I come back, you'll still be here. When I come back, you'll still be here. When I come back, I'll I come back, you'll still be here. When I come back, you'll still be here. When I come back, you'll still be here. When I come back, you'll still be When I come back, you'll still be
She had the hoops, white gold, with the penny loaves covering her toes. She was mine, got cold. Now the guilt's the only thing I hold. Spend my nights all alone till I snap and buy a red-eye home. Then I toss and I turn, let a cigarette burn my skin like a furnace. Damn, honey, look at you go. For the night, gotta get out of town sometimes. Got drunk on the flight. Since she left, I've been way out of line. Lost my faith and my mind on the day we had to say goodbye. And I try not to call, but the leaves start to fall. Girl, it's nobody's fault, but damn, you can make a thug cry. Look at that woman. Look at that woman. Look at that woman. Breaking my heart. Breaking my heart. Breaking my heart. She's breaking my heart. Breaking my heart. Breaking my heart. She never lose like gold. She never lose like gold. Why she never lose like gold?
When was the last time we sat in silence? Was there a moment somewhere you decided it wouldn't get better. Are we together, or is it just whether or not? Yeah. Sometimes I'm not there when you touch me, but you feel the need to say you love me. I need to feel alone to feel something I haven't before. I've been running down, yeah, go. That's our way to let go. This crowded affair, yeah. I'll find your way there, yeah. I took the train to Kyoto. I tried calling you back more than once. There's something out there that I need. I feel it inside of me. It's in the mind, parts of my heart that you discover. If it was dark, I wouldn't run for cover. It's in the mind, parts of my heart that you discover. If it was dark, I wouldn't run for cover.
Tatted on me too. Like, you talking stupid, bro. You're talking crazy.
I wanna feel like no one can touch us. I wanna feel how we did in the summer. Not avoiding something, just used to nothing.
city with no seasons, in a house that's not a home. Honey, you're the only reason I don't quite feel alone. Am I permanently broken? Or is it just the sunshine blues? Could you keep those arms wide open in case I get these legs to move? I could use a rain shower, blue hour, 2-hour drive upstate, sunflower, willpower. Maybe all it's really gonna take is a little more time with you. A little more time with you. A little more time with you. Repetition in the weather started messing with my head. You say we're miserable together. That's all that gets me out of bed. I could use a rain shower, blue hour, 2-hour drive upstate, sunflower, willpower. Maybe all it's really gonna take is a little more time with you. A little more time with you. A little more time with you. I've tried everything to feel anything. I've tried everything to feel anything. I could use a rain shower, blue hour, 2-hour drive upstate, sunflower, willpower. Maybe all it's really gonna take is a little more time with you. A little more time with you. A little more time with you. Just a little bit.
Feels like I'm standing on top of a wire, and everything's so transcendental, counterfeit. I made it on to the other side, push past the turmoil. I look down and so much of me I lost. But what cost did it all come? Did I find what I was looking for, looking for? And maybe I will feel better when I fresh start. Moved to New York and it didn't hurt. Travel the world and each other, asking how's the day been. Don't wanna regret it, not afraid to say that I barely remember what it all felt like. Said it's pointless without you. I barely remember what it all felt like. Said I'm colder without you. Ooh, no matter where you are, 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 no
Sweat on the skin, swans the best. The taste of the brain, the chimera eyes, the lights in the blur. The snow in the dark, the walk in the park, the ride in the car, the feeling of love, fish in the pond, shimmering right out the side of the boat. Birds in the garden, the comfort of home, leaves on the ground, the colors and autumn, the clothes, the dance inside of the building, seeds of the fruit, the feel of the man, the sound of the waves, the aromas of youth, the wind in the head, the places you stay, the travel.
people like you find it easy, naked to see, walking on air, hunting by the rivers, through the streets, every corner, abandoned too soon, set down with due care. Don't walk away in silence. Don't walk away.
shadows of delusions floating on the leaves on a distant shoreline. She waves arms to me, is all the thought believes, are closing in for sleep. The dilly-dally of the brightest day, the steam of my misfortunes has given me the power to be afraid. And in my mind, I'm everyone. And in my without a care in this whole world, without a care in this whole world, without a care in this life, is what you take that makes it right. Selena, I need oceans to Selena, poor Selena. In the slipstream of thoughtless thoughts, the light of all that's good, the light of all that's true, to the fringes gladly I walk unadorned with gods and their creations, with filth and disease. For Selena, she waits
Speaking virtually and constantly waiting. Is there something you're really saying? Will I ever get to know? Dreaming, wait until the dawn to respond next. Look away, but I can help to check if your character it grows. Trying, acting like we don't already know. That new pocket music box can show we've already fired the gun. Listening to I'm a Pretender on repeat. Wonder if you knew that it all seemed to take the words right off my tongue. Lies going by, but it's just begun. Things we loved when we grew up, memorizing things that you knew of. You can make them on your own. Making plans for both of us to go on a guitar romantic such adventure. Will we ever get to go?
And every time I think of you, I'm so glad what we had. No, and every summer night we stayed up late, and smoked in the figure eights. La da 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 la 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 da 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 da.
If all our life is but a dream, fantastic pose and greed, then we should feed our jewelry to the sea. For diamonds do appear to be just like broken glass to me. And then she said she can't believe genius only comes along in storms of fabled foreign tongues, tripping eyes and flooded lungs. Northern downpour sends its love. Hey moon, please forget to fall down. Hey moon, don't you go down. Sugar cane in the easy morning, weather veins my one and lonely. The ink is running toward the page, it's chasing off the days. Look back at both feet and that winding knee. I missed your skin when you were east. You clicked your heels and wished for me. Through playful lips made of yarn, that fragile Capricorn unraveled words like moths upon old scarves. I know the world's a broken bone, but melt your headaches, call it home. Hey moon, please forget to fall down. Hey moon, don't you go down. Sugar cane in the easy morning, weather veins my one and